It is 6:49 right now. A man is fighting for his life in the hospital following a crash in Strawberry Plains over the weekend.
Rob and Jill Maupin were on the way to visit friends when Knoxville police say a 25-year-old driver slammed into the back of their car on I-40 East. Right now, the family tells us Rob is in a coma with a broken neck and a brain bleed. Jill has a fractured back and neck and is able to speak while fighting through the pain. KPD says the person that hit them tried running away from the scene, but a few people nearby stopped him. Police tell us this man, Amilcar Salas, hit the couple's car with a Nissan pickup on I-40 going at a high rate of speed. Police say he did try to leave the scene but was stopped. He is charged with reckless driving, leaving the scene of a crash, and driving without a license. Meanwhile, a man is recovering this morning after being attacked by a black bear inside a Gatlinburg cabin. The
TWRA says the bear broke into the downtown Gatlinburg cabin through locked French doors, but they weren't deadbolted. Wildlife officials say the man found the bear inside the kitchen around 11 o'clock Saturday night. That's when the bear charged and swatted at him, causing injuries to his face and back. The man escaped to a room where he called 911. He went to the hospital and was treated and released. Investigators did set a trap and eventually caught the bear, fitting its description, and put it down. And right now, a mental health hospital could be making a return to Knox County for the first time in over a decade. Knox County commissioners voting in favor to ask the state to help make it a reality. The Lakeshore Mental Health Institute closed in 2012. It's still unclear what it would cost to bring the service back to Knox County. And early voting for this year's midterm elections continues this morning. After the first 2 days, nearly 9,000 people have cast their ballot. More than 7,500 people voted at 10 locations in Knox County. Another 1,500 cast absentee ballots. You can find more information about how you can vote in the WVLT News app. And new details this morning as the FBI is now working to figure out what led to a deadly school shooting in St. Louis.
2 people are dead, 7 others are hurt. Police say a gunman found his way inside and shot and killed a teacher and a 16-year-old. The city's police chief says the doors of the school were locked, but they're not saying how the shooter got in. The suspect died after a shootout with police. Investigators say the shooter graduated from the school last year and had no prior criminal history. And this morning, the world is remembering comedian and social media star Leslie Jordan. The Chattanooga native died following a car crash in Hollywood. Jordan is best known for his work on the TV show Will and Grace and American Horror Story. He was 67.
Right now, the United Kingdom officially has a new Prime Minister. Rishi Sunak is officially in office after meeting with King Charles just moments ago. Sunak takes over after Liz Truss was in office for just 6 weeks. The 42-year-old will be the youngest person in the position in more than 2 centuries. And WNBA star Brittany Griner will be in Russian court today to appeal her drug conviction. She was arrested in the airport back in February after police say they found cannabis oil in travel bags. She was found guilty and sentenced to 9 years in prison. The U.S. has suggested a prisoner swap to bring her home. A decision on her appeal is expected sometime today.
Well, happening today, U.S. Secretary of Energy Jennifer Granholm is in East Tennessee today. This morning, she's hosting a public meeting with the Energy Advisory Board at the Oak Ridge National Lab. She visited the lab yesterday to discuss the $5 million investment into new technology that will keep homes energy efficient and help you save money on your monthly bills. And the Knoxville Salvation Army hosting a special event today to help survivors of domestic violence. The 9th annual Cup of Hope event is happening later this morning. Proceeds from the event will benefit the Joy D. Baker Center, a shelter where women and children can go. The event starts this morning at 11:30 at Bridgewater Place in West Knoxville. You can buy tickets online. If you're looking for a job, Roane State is looking to help. The community college is hosting a job fair this morning featuring local businesses. Applications will be available so you can apply on the spot. It starts at 9 o'clock this morning, runs until noon at their Oak Ridge campus on Briarcliff Avenue. Also in Oak Ridge, the city's public library will unveil the new storybook trail this morning. It's located along the walking path in A.K. Bissell Park by the creek. It'll feature the book Over in the Forest. Come take a peek. A ribbon cutting ceremony takes place at 11:30.
And the group in charge of bringing a new stadium to downtown Knoxville will meet this morning. The City-County Sports Authority will be briefed on a possible grant that will invest $55 million in communities and neighborhoods surrounding the stadium near the Old City. The group will also get an update on the construction process. Today's meeting starts in a couple of hours at 9 o'clock. And WVLT is proud to be your official station of the Vols. The third-ranked Volunteers back on the practice field this morning as they get set to take on border rival Kentucky on Saturday night. after the Kentucky game, the Vols travel to Athens for a massive game against #1 Georgia on November 5th. You'll be able to watch that game right here on WVLT. Kickoff is set for 3:30. It's the SEC Game of the Week.
Oh boy. Well, the Powerball jackpot is even higher. Nobody won last night. It now sits at $680 million. That cash value is just over $320 million. It is the 7th largest jackpot in history. The odds of winning, 1 in 292 million. Your next shot to win it all tomorrow night.
So you're saying there's a chance.
A tiny one.
It is 6:54. Let's get to Whitney Turner. She's got your first alert traffic.
You know what they say, you gotta play to win. All right, well, taking a look at your first alert traffic. Just a live look at Pellissippi Parkway, just east of Kingston Pike. We do have some crews off on the right-hand shoulder. They are wrapping up some road work eastbound. That right lane was closed. Looks like it's slowing down traffic just a little bit. No need for an alternate route. Just want to use caution as those crews are working to open all those lanes back up for you on this Tuesday morning. Overall, those interstates and main roads are looking good, keeping you on time as you're heading toward downtown Knoxville. Here's a look at that traffic flow at I-40 right around Hall of Fame. No major issues to kick off your Tuesday.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
6:55 now. Let's talk about how much rain is headed our way, because I would say many of you would agree with me. We need it, whether you want it or not. We need the rain. A lot of us are really right at that drought status, even a severe drought officially in the Southern Valley. But the rainfall potential is not what we need, unfortunately. As I mentioned, that front's falling apart as it moves east. Well, that also is evident in the rainfall potential. A few hundredths to a tenth of an inch. Valley, north and east. You can see that 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch line kind of coming right along McMinn to Roane to Morgan to Scott County. Your good few hundredths to a 1/3 of an inch at best on the plateau. And then we keep it lighter across the Tennessee-Kentucky line into far northeast Tennessee. So really hour by hour, that doesn't go up until later, and that comes in and falls apart as it comes in on the end of the day. The rain chances go up middle to west Tennessee right now. That'll be bringing in a spotty shower, bringing in more warmth for your day. 44 right now, Knoxville 39, Sneedville to 58 in Crossville. Yes, let's share that warmth and those clouds as we go through your day. Again, we're cranking it up to those gusts of 20+ miles per hour with a high of 79. Ahead of that cold front. So I've got the latest timing in the First Alert Futurecast coming up here on the CW.
Yeah, 'tis the season to get cold again, I guess.
True.
Enjoy it.
That's a good way to put it.
All right, Heather, thanks. Thanks so much for watching. We're headed on over to WPXX.
Hope you have a good day.